course, the Clinton News Network was asking the question at the time. You know that CNN actually put together, they think they're Saturday Night Live. I put it on my Twitter page, at Sean Hannity, if you want to see it. And maybe we'll put it up on the website. They actually put together a montage of Donald Trump's hand movements during his epic takedown presser yesterday, and they put it to classical music. I mean, you're a news network? Or are you Saturday Night Live or are you a news network? And it's pretty pathetic. I actually tweeted it out to Jim Acosta, who got more time yesterday than anybody, and he's the one that said, you have no credibility because of the Hillary issue. Hillary Clinton put her emails in jeopardy. Why? To circumvent congressional oversight in the Constitution and separation of powers and checks and balances. She did it for entirely different reasons. She created the vulnerability by having a private server in a bathroom of a mom and pop shop company, and not only in the bathroom, but in the closet. And this wasn't leaked by the government. There's no evidence that the Russians leaked.
What's good to all my brothers and sisters out there in the world? This is your boy Jehoshaphat, and I just had a story that I wanted to relate to you. The topic for this day, I should label this one, can you be faithful to the end? Can you be faithful to the end? Now, God, he wants you to step out on faith. He don't want you to think about it. He don't want you having second thoughts. He don't want you going up to, hey man, hey, what should I do? No, he don't want you to do all of that. When God comes to you with something, he wants to measure your faith in whatever it is. So the question I have for my brothers and my sisters out there in the world is, what has God promised you, personally, you? Because he promises all of us. Don't get me wrong. You can sit and you can ask God for anything that you want. You can bring any problem that you want. But you must understand, my brothers and sisters, is it his will? Is it his will for your life? Because if it is his will for your life, then you will have it. But what if God doesn't want you to have it? Because he already sees the beginning of something and he sees the end of something and everything in between. So what about you asking him for something that's not going to benefit you whatsoever? So back to the question I'm asking you. What has God promised you personally in your life? What are you willing to do to get it? Do you have faith in him enough to trust in him and what he told you? I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm not talking about scriptures. I'm talking about your intimate relationship with the Father. What has God promised you? He promises all of us a lot. And now I'm going to end it with the story that I have for you. It's embarrassing, but I'm being obedient in this moment of time to God. You know what I'm saying? I'm being obedient. I'm going to go ahead and tell a story. But would I tell this story without God? No, I would not, because it's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing in the ranks to where you could play it and you'll be laughing at Fat Boy Fish all the time about it. It's not even that, but it's just stuff that I choose not to share with anybody, or people that's close to me that know me. Those will be the individuals that know that part of my life. Is so much of my life that I would not tell you unless God told me to. I would not, because it is too damn embarrassing for me. Now let me go ahead and get to this story, and I want you to think about some of the things that I have told you for this day. Faith. You have to have it. You have to build your faith up. When God asks you to do something, he's testing you. You could say at this point in your life, you are personally being tested by God to see what you will do. He already know what you're going to do, but he wants to see you do it. Now, here go the story. Now, God came to me a couple months ago, and for some of y'all people who don't think I got an intimate relationship with God, you need to get on your knees and you need to start praying. If you think I'm crazy and you think I don't know what I'm talking about, I can't wait to the end of your life for you to know that everything that I've told you is the truth. I can't wait. But I would have to see you die first before you got that bit of knowledge right there. You would have to die to see it first. But let's go back to this embarrassing story in which I don't really want to tell. Now, God came to me. He came to me a couple months back, and he told me, he said, I don't want you doing this anymore. Now, what I was doing, I was collecting cans and bottles, y'all. I'm not out in the street. I can't say I never have been out, wasn't out in the street. I put my hand up. Remember, I told y'all I throws myself under the fire all the time to be crucified by your own point of view on what you see about Jehoshaphat. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through my life for a long time, and it's not nothing you could ever do to actually benefit me in my situation up over here. I don't think so, y'all. But let's get back to this embarrassing situation of this story. Now, God came to me and he told me, he said, I don't want you doing that no more. Now, what I was doing, I was collecting cans and bottles at my work site. I don't have to go here to get the cans. I don't have to go there to get the cans. I'm throwing the cans away every single day. So I said to myself, hey, man, you throwing away money, man. Hey, that's gas money right there you throwing away. So I started collecting the cans and bottles so I can give this money to my kids for their allowance. Now, I would save cans up, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was enough money to actually pay out my kids for their little bit of allowance, because I believe that, okay, if your kids work in your house and they doing a good job with their homework, try to put some money in their pocket, please. Put a little dough in their pocket. It makes them happy to where they can go and get the things that they want. But I'm telling you, got to make them work for it. I'm not saying no lazy kids, just keep on giving them stuff. I'm not saying that. Make their ass work for it. But in this situation, y'all, I have to be faithful to God. Now, God seen it a reason that he doesn't want me to do that no more. But the only conflict that I have, if God don't want me to do that, then where am I going to get this extra money from? Now, I looked at it, that little bit of money as a side hustle, a little bit of currency that I could throw to whatever needed be, you know? So as I look at the situation, I just have to stay faithful to the end. Why he would tell me that, I don't know, y'all, but I know, just like I told y'all at the beginning of this story, he sees the beginning, the middle, and the end. So what he sees, I don't know, but I'm going to stay faithful to the end. Now, he told me that, and I could be a disrespectful man and be like, oh, God told me that, I don't want to listen to him, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I could be like that, but I'm not trying to be a disobedient child of God. So I'm gonna do whatever he tell me to do whenever it is, and you better believe that God would never tell you to hurt another person. So get those thoughts out your head. Now, by me being obedient to God and me giving in to his will, watch how he blesses me. I'm gonna tell you about it if they give me the chance. If they give me the chance to tell you what happened, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. That was 4 months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago, because when I first started YouTube, that's when he came to me and told me to stop doing that. But now in life, I'm just sitting here, I'm like, okay, God told me not to do that. Okay, I'm being obedient. Pat my own self on the head. I'm being obedient, but how is he gonna give me back that money back? You know what I'm saying? How is he? It's got to be another way for him to replenish that money that he stopped me from getting. I have to stay faithful to the end to see what the Father will do in my situation. Now, he's a glorious God. He's a great God. He's a mighty God. He's a just God. He is a worthy God. He is holy. He is the only one that is worthy. So I just wanted to tell that story to y'all. Hopefully it'll help somebody out there in the world. Somebody, I'm telling you, I know this story right here, as embarrassing it is to me, but it's still gonna help somebody. And if God tell you to do something, I suggest that you will be obedient an obedient child of God, and do whatever it is that God is asking you to do. I wanted to end this weekend with a story, and also a story of God. I wanted to, and he gave it to me. This is the story, and I'm telling you, in your walk with God, be obedient. This is your boy Jehoshaphat. Y'all make sure y'all have a good Friday and a good weekend. I'm out.